Good afternoon, esteemed ladies and gentlemen. The 13th of February 2026. Love and hugs. And did I say greetings to fellow earthlings too on planet Earth, grounded on Mother Gaia? Now, I'll just show you a few things at the moment. There's this book I've got and read. Open one's mind. Grab that book and start reading it. Very powerful read. And I just got this. This is what I'm sharing with you guys. All done. 30 years of ancestry all the way back. 1690 back in England in Spitalfields. Back to Tom Dewshaw, which was the heavyweight champion of England. I think that was 1765. One of my great ancestors being the grandfathers. The grandfathers. This is why you've got to relate to who you are. So it's all there, and it's all published now, so it cannot be forgotten. But you can close a chapter in one's life, can't you? Anyway, that's my book. It's all beautiful and wonderful. As I said, with the Royal Star Ataris. And I've got little Mars over here in the big powerful planet. The Royal Star wants to push ahead with action and war. And that energy is combined now, and it always has been, but it's getting more and more powerful. And I've got to stop this energy from being an obsession, because I've got the two, they're just so powerful with energy, and especially at Ataris, and then Mars in Scorpio. So that's why I cast away that obsession, because the energy I harness, I know that is succession. I go in my succession of it all, and that leads to success. Okay, because we are conquerors, but that also aligns with my ascension. And if you all get a grip on that, which I have, she'll be on me, because we have plenty of energy, and it's wow energy. It is wow energy. Got Merlin watching over us with his little quartz crystal, like a little pillow for him. Yeah, so everyone with the stages, going through your stages, the best advice I can get is start off with your surname and ask your fathers, mothers, grandfathers, and if you've got great grandfather and a great grandmother, it's good to go talk to them. Have a big discussion with them. As I said, we're only here for a blink of an eye. People are popping off now in their 30s, big time. So, and as you know now, me being in my 60s, 62 actually in November, we only represent about 8% of the population. And this is where you get your guidance. That's why you always respected your elders. Of course, someone here that's been here longer than you just makes common sense that they're going to know. And once you get into the knowing of things, you're laughing. You really are laughing. Because then you start transforming and you're changing things. Changing a lot of things, because a lot of things is going terribly, terribly wrong, as you guys know. But the good part, and on the good side, I am here as your spiritual cosmic emperor to help and assist humanity. And going back to you guys, yes, I said if he's got that great grandmother or great grandfather there, go talk to them. Then into your surname on your father's and your mother's side if you can. But your father's side, and then go and track down if you're a Henderson, say, well, you're the son of Hendo for starters, because that's what the son is, and the O's mean that too, and the Max always means son of. So track all that down, then you'll know if you're Scottish or Celtic, if you go back to the Celtics like I do with the mighty Pendragons, pagans, and the Persians are very strong at one stage too, and the Spaniards and the Dutch. I didn't know, but Vader is Dutch for father. Somebody I learned quite recently. So go on your surname, then track down your coat of arms if you've got your coat of arms, and then they'll start opening doorways for you, and then find out who you truly are with your astrology, the Western astrology, the Eastern astrology, and the Indian, the Vedic astrology. And then you get into your Aztecs, your Mayans, even your indigenous in Americans, the American Indians. That's where you have your powwow. That's how you have your powwow. And the corroborees here in our indigenous race here in Australia, Aboriginals. They're all beautiful, even the Maoris, Tahitians, the Hawaiians, Samoans, Tongans, beautiful, beautiful people. And they have kept their spirituality intact, which the dirty, bad, evil demons travelling in the white fella wanted to take away from them. Now, that is strength and courage. Because those demons threw everything at them, and they've stood fast. Stand fast. Respect. Spiritually respect in the spiritual afterlife. As I say, there's plenty of energies there I'm pulling in now. And going back to you guys with your astrology too, yes, you master that. Because everyone go, oh, what's your star sign? Oh, it's Capricorn. That's as far as you go. Research your star sign. Find out what stars are in your star sign. And then you go over to your numerology. Find out your heart desire. Find out your personality number. Your life path, your destiny numbers. And your maturity number, nice maturity number. And you research all that and tell me if that's not who you are, because it's spot on. As I said, it's like a matrix, because we got that many energy lines, invisible. Of course, you can't see them in the third dimension. As we go up in the fifth dimension, I'm already sitting in the fifth dimension, so I know a lot more that the normal, well, you guys don't. Because that's just the way it is until you get higher vibrations and higher frequencies into the fifth dimension. I can see through the veil, and I see a lot that people just can't see, because that is my gift. But it doesn't stop me sharing that gift with you guys, which I do nearly every day. Some days I apologise. I just time out for myself and harness more energy in. Because there's a lot of bad spirits out there that people just cannot grasp and comprehend what is going on. It's been a big spiritual battle for eons. And as I said, with the light and darkness. Happening for eons. And as I explain, your darkness gets in, then your light comes in and keeps overruling darkness, and then the darkness seeps in again. All because of the power with your corruption. And that goes back to your greed. How much money do you want? Because money, as they say, money can't buy you love. Love. But it also won't get you into the kingdom of heaven. As I say, you'll be dragged down into the abyss of darkness with Lucifer. And trust me, he is searching for the dark demons and bad souls that escaped. And he'll find you. He'll find you. And as I said, he'll take you back down to the depths of hell where you belong. You don't belong in our realm here, that's for sure. Divine energy just keeps flowing and transforming. Anyway, guys, if you can do that for yourselves, and for me, I want to know who you are too. You know who I am. So it's only makes common sense, doesn't it, that if I know who you guys are, and you guys truly know your authentic selves, and what your mission here is on planet Earth. We all have missions. Even God's got a mission here on planet Earth. But he's also got a plan, a kingdom, and it's his glory. Don't forget, it's God's glory. The Most High. The Most High. And put in those affirmations. Love and hugs. Unconditional love. As you know, you've got my unconditional love all throughout. Well, the cosmic universe. And that includes planet Earth. And for what we haven't even seen with our own eyes, for what it is worth. And it's worth heaps. Heapsly. Okay, so what we're going to do is go to the number cards. This is what it's all about, being a master teacher. Because what you don't know, it is not your fault. It is not your fault. You've been manipulated and brainwashed, especially 1 to 20. You've been watching the demonology on the TV, from SpongeBob to these other silly characters I see. But your brain is like a sponge at that age, and you're soaking all that badness in. So now you've got to push out all that toxic waste, so to speak, because they've been indoctrinating you since the age of, since you were born. Hopefully they haven't put a microchip in babies yet, but who knows? I don't know. These evil, insidious demons are up to no good, and I tell you what, there is no surprises. But those 20-year-olds don't know. So this is for, I'm sitting here as my spiritual cosmic emperor and teaching you guys. And you've got to remember, it is not your fault. This UK, MK Ultra, and all stopping all these vibrations, stopping you guys from going to your higher vibrations, all that's got to be stopped. That's got to be wiped out, disassembled and dissolved. So you guys truly know who you are as beings within the universe. And this is why the universe, it talks to you, it communicates with you. And how it does that is through your celestial beings and the numbers in the matrix. That's why you see 1111. Trying to wake you guys up that have been programmed by evil. Evil. It's the only way I can put it. Evil and the darkness. So as I said, if you don't know, You don't know. It's not your fault. And I am here, as I say, as the master teacher, to bring you guys up to your higher selves. Anyway, God bless, unconditional love. And it's all good. Did I say transmitting from channel 4 and also receiving from channel 4? And you let that divine energy flow in, center it, balance it, and also ground it to Mother Gaia, Goddess. Just gonna put these cards here now. We'll see what we draw in a second. Raining up here in that card just came to me and popped up, so I'll read that, okay? Now, you all know the Royal Star Ataris now, Antares. Antares, I think they had like sneakers and stuff like that with that brand called Ataris. And I'll just touch base with Mars in what's happening with my energy. As I just explained, it's just got action, 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 and energy, divine energy, divine energy. And remember, get rid of this and start expanding, and see the whole picture. We'll see what the matrix has got, what numbers we've got today. 212. It's up to you. 2112. It's up to you. Someone watching over you. Good fortune. Unforeseen forces and direction. Even if it seems like you're not making any meaningful progress, things are moving in the right direction. If you see this number, it's a sign that everything will work out in your favour and your dreams will come true. (0505). Unexpected shift. Divine intervention. Sudden challenges. Love. Pleasant surprises. And gut feeling. Use your gut feeling, as I've explained in the other previous videos. Use your gut feeling, instincts, intuition. Aha. This number serves as a gentle nudge to pursue whatever interests you most. It's possible that something could rock your boat, but you'll end up exactly where you belong. Trust in the process. You trust in the process. In somebody's arms, your dream job, or abroad, etc., etc., etc. The possibilities are endless, unstoppable, and inevitable. (2424). We'll see what that one was. 1515. We're going for the 2424. Good times. Good times ahead. Good times ahead, unstoppable, inevitable. Because that's the way it is. And that's the only way it can be. You are worthy of affection, leisure, and pleasure. If you tell your family and friends how you feel, you'll find that you're all on the same page and can work together effectively. Well, we all should be in the same chapter and page by now. Many people are rooting for you. If you spread love, it will find its way back to you multiplied. That's why unconditional love goes out and it gets multiplied back. And this is how it happens. And as you guys find out your authentic selves, Well, as far as I'm concerned, more the merrier. More the merrier. And we go to our lovely tarot cards. What are we going to draw out in the tarot cards today? Been watching a few tarot readers on YouTube, and I tell you what, it all comes up trumps. And it's just like President Trump sitting over there trying to do the best he can under really, really dark circumstances. It's very, very dark out there. Very dark. And the ones that are supposed to be caring about you, they're the ones that are hurting you. As I said, if they wanted to fix things, they would have done it by now. They would have fixed it all for you. They're not interested. They're more interested in hurting you and harming you and demoralising you guys and taking away your dignity. It's sad what they do. It's sad what they do, but we have the magician. Woo! Sparks are gonna fly. Happy about that. Happy about that. And then we got, was I talking about Capricorn? Because I've just drawn it. The Three of Pentacles. The Moon. The Moon. The waxing moon that I was born on. Well, we got the Ace of Cups again. And the King of Cups. One no card, they're all yes cards. We're on the right path, we're on the right journey, on the right track. Going through doors, going over obstacles, leaps and bounds now. There are no obstacles. They think they are. But we've got the powers to be on our side. As I say, God's grace and God's powers. God's favour. The Most High. Now, I'll read, and this is all to do with the divine flow. That divine flow is pushed out there, and it's now multiplied. Multiplied with our unconditional love to all our children. The Magician. Good start. Everything is ready and how it should be. Trust in the process. Unstoppable. Inevitable. Abracadabra. Seal the real deal. The Magician communicates and guides the elements between heaven and earth. Bridging. Which brings him infinite energy. I have infinite energy now. It's infinite. I told you. Well, I said to you guys, it is very, very strong energy and very powerful. Very powerful. And it's all about mastering that energy, which I have done. Well, you just don't. You just go with the flow. It's just natural cycles of life. As I said, fight against nothing and fear nothing. See, fear doesn't live here anymore. You can say that. Fear doesn't live here anymore. That's affirmation. You guys are strong. You've got courage. You're sitting there listening to me through the universe. This is how the universe connects and communicates. And through the Most High, the cosmic, the stardust, the planets, the stars. It's infinite, unstoppable, and inevitable. Everything is ready. The magician begins his new plan, which will lead to success. And success it shall be. Remember I told you about being obsessed and having that obsession. You cast that aside like your ego. That's all pushed back to the side. Okay? What you do is go into your succession of your ancestors' spirits. You're the succession of those spirits. And then with those spirits, it's ascension. And then it's success. Success with our mission. Our mission on planet Earth as beings having a human experience. Yes, you've experienced the human side of it. You won't until you experience the being side of it, your spiritual side of it, your spirits. The spirits are strong, very strong. And you absorb it all. Let it all flow naturally through your divine, the Holy Spirit. Embrace the Holy Spirit and divine energy. And that's why I say, always go with the flow. Three of Pentacles. Align with the chakras. Remember, get all the chakras aligned too, because that pushes out energy too through your holograms, believe it or not, and oscillating. That's your third eye. 2 third eyes, grounded on planet Earth. 3 third eyes. Amazing. Amazing. Amazing grace. Remember that? Okay, so we got the throat chakra, which I'm using now with my vibrational sounds. Third eye, correct. Third eye with the moon. Crown chakra with the Ace of Cups. And then the King of Cups is the third eye again. So obviously the third eye is wide and open now through the energy currents. From this, expansion to that. Simples. The Three of Pentacles usually stands for teamwork. This we have. And also indicates that success is not an incident, but a skilled first class and real work. The real deal. The moon, that's all about controlling the moon and the currents and with the sun. Sun and moon. And that's very much heavily in the transformation and changes too, because you go with the tide. Tide comes in and the tide goes out. The moon represents, and it's all about, as I just said too, your emotions. Cast out all that negativity and all the toxic waste and restlessness and fear. Remember what I just said, fear doesn't live here anymore. It's gone. It also symbolises daydreaming in the subconscious mind. Remember your consciousness? You've got a subconsciousness too. Trance states, hallucinations and ignoring reality. Don't ignore reality. It'll come back and bite you on the butt. Now the Ace of Cups. Love of faith, love of a symbolization. Sublime messages. Subliminal messages. Symbols. Deciphering symbols and what those symbols mean to you as a being. Do you have deja vu? Deja vu is your past life coming back to you. That's what deja vu is. When you stand on top of a mountain, on the summit, and look around, and sometimes you'll think, wow, I've been here before. Of course you have. That's your subconscious coming back through your past life. Okay, Ace of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Water. It's a water sign. Ace of Cups represents that goes with the moon. Ace of Cups represents an inexhaustible source of body, mind, and soul. Inexhaustible. Infinity again. Infinity. Divine energy. And that goes to, which I do this. You're 8. It's all about up here too. When you go further and further and deeper in, and when you're down the rabbit hole is what's happening on your outer world, and what these demons and darkness has done. They've disassembled everything we done, and then they put their program in. They put their plan in, their dark plans. And then we come back in, and we put the light back in the people who you're supposed to be. And as I said, the old world gets dissolved and taken away and disassembled, and then we come in, build new foundations, and we go into a new world. Don't confuse this with what that dark side's been saying, a new world order. This is a new world, I guess you could say a spiritual world of pure light from the Most High, and how it should have been as the Garden of Eden. Mind and soul suggesting, but you go back to there, and then corruption set it in again, didn't it? And jealousy, a lot of jealousy. The 7 deadly sins, get away from them. As I said, cast all that toxic waste and negativity away from you, and get on that divine energy. Well, it's the grid lines and energy lines, and ground yourself with maḥăzê. Suggesting the ability to relax in a safety net of love. And that is why I push out that unconditional love out there. That's a safety net for you guys. And under our protection. It's not about power. It's about protection. And protecting each and every one of us. It's protection against the spiritual and the physical. Support and communication. And the beautiful king, the King of Cups, catering personality, good at interpersonal communication. It's all about communication, isn't it? Throat chakra. The King of Cups represents energy. What have I been talking about? What have I been saying? The energy and the powerful energy from the royal star Antares, and also planet Mars. Action. Time, and is present of the matter for action. Passion and commitment without words. Telepathic. Strong intuition is a force to be reckoned with. And too right it is. King of Cups, Pisces, and also King Neptune. We've been talking about water, and you got beautiful King Neptune is also in favour of us. Controlling all the water. H2O. And the oceans, the mighty oceans, and the mighty seas. And then we get the King of Pentacles. Yes, it's all a yes. Sorry if I didn't say that. Everything's a yes today. It's all a yes. We have one no card. all the other yes cards. This is another King of Pentacles. Just thought I'd have a look. See, and stubbornly, I'm stubborn, don't worry about that. I'm pretty stubborn. Stubborn, strong and secure with stability. Guarding the acquired resources, unwilling to give up. We never give up. The King of Pentacles, Taurus and Jupiter. Jupiter's in our side too, because my cusp of revolution is another big red planet, Jupiter, and that's your expansion and our excursion. As you know, we're on that excursion, and the technology side of things. The King of Pentacles represents a person who tends to be mature in his attitude towards material things and wealth, and is a successful person with status and position. Well, would the spiritual cosmic emperor be a position? I think so. It's been a long time coming, but we're there now, because we are. And we're with the Most High. Okay, so we'll do the pharaohs. Egypt, well, it's a lot of power too. The Egypt spirit is strong. He's very strong too. All the ancestral spirits, the ancestral line. It's very, very strong spirit. Very, very strong. And that pushes us ahead throughout the universe. And as I say, the universe communicating with us through those numbers. And 1111. You see that, which you've seen it now. It's a sign. It's a sign that you are awakening. And I, as a master number 33, is the master teacher to get you guys up into your higher selves. Because I lead with passion. Death and rebirth. And of course we have justice. My favourite one. Justice. Because this is what my ancestors done and did. And through their spirit flows through me. Because the people have not had justice until this point of the matter of the presence. We are the future. Unstoppable, inevitable. Because it's in our blood lineage. And there it is, justice. All about your death and rebirth, which I've just been spoken to you about. And that card I had upside down in that last video, that was for a reason. Remember, everything happens for a reason. It has meaning and purpose, because you kept on looking at that card. And that card is like a supreme message for you guys. And we have passion. I hope everything resonates with the frequency, and you're on the right frequency now, and you're going up in stages, like I have. And it's not easy. There's a lot of pain, there's a lot of hurt, but when you get, you'll know when you get to that enlightenment, because it's all joy and happiness, and nothing ever can put you down, because you're just lifting other people up. And as I said, the negative ones, you just walk away. Never force anything on anybody, and this is what the dark side does to us. They force stuff onto us, and then they put plants in and so forth in protests and stuff like that. That protest, yes, there was probably half of the people were peaceful there, but then the government puts plants, well, the devil himself puts plants in there to disrupt it and antagonise, well, the police at this stage. If it was the military, they're there to antagonise whoever is in authority. And this is where we've got to adjust that. When they antagonise us, well, you put them to bed, simple as that. And I'll be handing them over, the ones we catch and are in the dungeon, and they'll be handed back over to Lucifer. As I say, I have very, very powerful energy, and I do what I must do for the Most High. Now, sometimes I can be blunt, but sometimes people get woken up to the harsh reality. Everything's starting to go online now, which makes it easier for my purpose and my mission, because you can just look it up. And what I speak is the truth. And remember, and that last dit I done was Mother's dying oath and a needle poked in your eye. It's an old saying too about swearing to the truth, that you are telling the truth. Righto, I'm going to leave it there. Lunchtime. Got to put some more fuel in the body. And remember, keep your mind, body and soul. And your spirit. Your spirit's there too. And just keep going down the dark rabbit hole. Just keep going down the rabbit hole. Keep doing what you're doing, because you're beautiful, wonderful, and unconditional love to you guys. As I said, I cannot push that divine energy of unconditional love out there enough. And as you all know, it's unstoppable and inevitable. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Amen. Take care to each and every one of you. Stay safe. And easy is right. Easy is right. Easy is right. Now, exactly what it says, easy is right. You keep doing the right things, it becomes easier. If you're in harmony with yourselves, you're in harmony with the universe. And we're in harmony with each other. Bye for now.